Alright, welcome back to the EWRL AI series for race 11 or 30. We're here at Kansas today for 215 laps. Stages are 50, 100. Also on the video so people can see as we wait for the sim to load up. Points wise, I think Sheldon is leading by like 13 over Lingerfelt. And then I gotta pull it up. Fuck. Yeah, Sheldon's leading 13 points over Lingerfelt. Jon in the 18s, 37 back. Markel 48 back. Dan and Mike both 53 points back. And then for the last four in the top 10, Landen 64 back. Emerson 68. Abney 86 from the leader. And causey just in the chase cut, 91 points back. First person out, 2 points behind causey is Brian Glennon in the 27. And Gerald is 3 points back in the 32, 94 out. Then it starts to grow in the points from there. Last place in points is Elijah, 202 back. He's about, looks like 5 or 6 behind Malenko in 33rd. Somebody climbing in the points is Adam. He's 22nd. He's looking in.
You already know it. I'm the best driver if you ever fucking seen.
Yeah,
both stellar driver.
Both of you with your, constant aggression points.
Yeah, because I'm a legend.
And everybody else who doesn't respond anymore gets aggression now. And now we just watch here for the 2 laps of qualifying for everybody, as I try to see if the paints will load for everyone. Looks like Miz isn't that going to. It just takes a while for some of them. Just 2v1 today. Loaded, 3 did load. Like, Ben, your paint loaded this week. Looks like that 32 is not loading. Oh wait, nope, he loaded. Sheldon's not loading. But Sheldon's on pole. Oh nope, Dan's on pole. Andrew's all angry that I tagged everybody. Oh well. But your pole sitter is Dan. Adam got 2nd, Markel 3rd, Jon 4th, Mike 5th, Emerson 6th, Gerald 7th, causey 8th, Sheldon 9th, and Ben ended up 10th here today. For people top 10 in points that are not doing so well from qualifying, Landen's down in 29th, the 37, Abney 14th, everybody else doing whatever. As we go on to the race now, we go over to Dan. Cause I gotta grid up and get off. I'm good. I don't know what camera is the best for this, but whatever. TV1 probably. Or TV2. Alright, stage 1's at lap 50, and then lap 100 for the second one. And then you're going from probably like 105 to the end, depending on how many caution laps it brings. I think all cars loaded this week, from what it looks like. For once, we're going to have an all paint scheme race. Yep, everybody's
Oh, everyone finally got a budget? That's nice.
Everybody actually got their paint load this week. Woo.
Hey, everybody's getting a budget now. Everybody's getting that cash. What's the revenue looking like?
Maybe we'll do that season 3. Maybe.
What, actually getting paid?
Yes. No, not really. I mean, I don't have that much money now.
I was like, actually getting paid.
With the green flag is out, pace car pulled off.
I was like, where do I sign up?
$1 towards every race you complete. There you go. You get $36 by the end of the season.
Damn right.
Or I could do like $10 to the winner every race.
Nice.
Markel now looking to the inside of Dan for the race lead. Mike pushing him. John looks like he almost got into the back of the 19 of Adam, as they're going 3 wide for 5th place. Mike now down on the bottom, 3 wide for the lead with Markel and Dan. It looks like the 19 of Adam might have hit the wall there, and he does. I think the 88 of Causey behind him also hit the wall. We go back towards the front up here. Venti last, looks like, must have hit the wall also. Gerald in 32 now to the race lead. Sheldon 3 wide with Emerson and Mike for second. The 27 of Brian Glennon also now up here. 4 wide for like 5th place. Did they get clear? Nobody wrecks. Sheldon now takes the race lead over the 32 Gerald. Emerson to 3rd. Brian Glennon now to 4th with Ben up into 5th. Looks like they're starting to maybe spread out a little bit. Top 10 though, still a lot of battles going on here. Double foul from like 5th on back. Ben still battling with the 42 of Markel. Dan, who started on pole, trying to get back up there. So the race lead, Gerald now dives down to the inside of Sheldon, going into 3 and 4. Where is this? Emerson now looking to the inside of Gerald for the race lead. Side by side into 1 and 2. Emerson looks like he will get clear, or will Gerald have to run off the high line? As Ben now, both brothers battling for 5th place. Ben and Dan. Sheldon pushing Emerson now, as Brian now looks up, for 3rd place underneath the 32 Gerald. It looks like Cohen did have major damage. Looks like he has finally pit. Venti's still in pit lane. Only one that had damage here today. As it's still pack racing at the front with Emerson leading now. Over Gerald, Sheldon, Ben, and Dan. And the 27 of Brian Glennon. And then you got a huge battle back here between Mike. Got the 18 to 42, 3 and 1. You got Faron, Jon, Miz, Ritchison, Glennon, Markel. Now they're going 4 wide with the 1, 18, 27, and 3. They get clear, nobody wrecks. So go back to the race lead. Gerald, Emerson battling side by side here for the race lead. It looks like the high line is starting to finally come in here. Sheldon now moves up to the high line, gonna go around Emerson now. Gerald takes the race lead. Emerson still holding on to second for now, but Ben now looking on the bottom, trying to get up into second. Ben gets up into second, pushes Emerson up the track. Sheldon gets up into third now, as they're looking for 3 wide now for second place, as they let the 32 start to pull away a little bit here. Mike and Dan now enter the picture as they're drafting together here in the 1.5 miles. Mike now up to second, battling both Parke brothers at the moment. Sheldon Emerson not too far behind. Jon now back up into 7th. Brian now trying to hold off the 42 Markel. And Miz now going underneath the 42 with Ritchison there with him. Faron must have had problems. He's now 21 seconds behind the leader. Yep, Faron's on pit road. Oh, Emerson and Jon just hit each other majorly. We're gonna go take a look at that. No yellow. They kept it going. But they're both gonna have to pit for that damage that they got now. They don't have anything else happen here, trying to have everybody get around them. They held everyone up there. Adam had major problems as he's in the back of the pack now. We'll go take a look at that. Looks like Emerson just tries to slide up in front of the 51. They both slammed the wall there. They're both on pit road, going to be laps down now. Andrew St. Cor looks like he also had problems. They go back towards the race lead. And it's now between the 32 and 21 as Mike's now battling Sheldon for 3rd place. Dan right there with him. Miz up in the 6th. First time in a while he's been in the top 10. Same with Brian Glennon in the 27. 42 Markel in 8th. 16th Jesse in the 16 is 9th. Ritchison in the 2 is 10th. As some people who are looking like Lingerfelt second in points, now back to 13th. David in the 47. Like causey, he's on the cut line right now, just 10th right now in points, 17th in the race. Adam, who has been having good finishes every race, now down to like 23rd, 24th. As we go back to the race lead. This is between Gerald and Ben Parke now. Sheldon, Mike, 3rd and 4th, 5th Dan for that final stage point. Might have Miz, Brian, and Jesse to battle him for that, or the 42 and Markel. Battle for 4th place here. Dan gets around the 20 and Mike. As Miz now looks up into the top 10 or the top 5, possibly for a stage point. As he tries to get up to the 20. This is a huge battle right now for 7th on back. Everybody 30th to 34th have basically hit the wall at some point. Elijah just trying to hang on to lap 50, not gonna lap down. But him and Malenko are both trying to do that. Nothing going on for the lead at the moment. Your next battle It's actually not a battle. Faron's lap down, just has fresher tires over the 42 and 27. He's just trying to get around them, but 42 trying to get around the 27 Brian Glennon right now for 7th place. That's almost 3 wide back here for 10th position between the 237 and 16 as they're battling for 9th place. And Ben can't reel in the 32 Gerald at the moment. He's got decent battles going on back here for about 18th to 15th. Between Jacob Szala, Causey, Luis, and Devin Zimmerman. Dan looks like he might be closing in on Sheldon for 3rd place here. Maybe he's got that long run car. He's got about 30 laps to go on the stage. Dan now dives down to the inside of the 69 of Sheldon. Now up, trying to get up to 3rd. They almost hit each other. Looks like the 22 might have had problems, or it's a scoring error at the moment. He starts dropping it, but it was a scoring error. Emerson and John both 9 laps down after the accident that they both had. Dan and Sheldon still battling here in the 1 and 2. Dan looks like he's finally going to get through as pushing Sheldon up the track. That might allow Mike to get into this fight now in the 20 car. Faron trying to get a lap back to make himself 2 laps down before the end of the stage here. As he's now up to the 69 of Sheldon. He's still got 3 more people to get. But not really reeling in the race leader at the moment, still 7/10 back. Don't know what's going on with Dylan either in the 14. Yep, it's just a scoring error. Again. Got a battle for... Did the 2 get around these guys? No, the 2 got around all these guys. So they're battling for 11th now. Actually 10th place here between the 16 and 37. Go back up here. Faron gets around Dan. Now he goes to chase down the leaders with his fresher tires. Emerson and John still on pit road, 13 laps down each. Both not helping each other's causes to stay in the top 10 in points. John, has a little bit more of a buffer. Emerson, though, in 8th place in those points. Miz having a great run here today in 6th. Markel in 7th. Brian Glennon, Richardson, and Jesse all haven't gotten a top 10 in a while, I don't think, and they're all having a great day here today. Abney falling back behind Lingerfelt now. Lingerfelt now trying to break the top 10, close the gap on Sheldon, but he's got to get up there for those stage points to even do that. Faron got around Ben. Now all he has to do is get around 32 or Gerald, and he'll be 2 laps down. He just, hopes in these next 25 laps or so, or about 22 laps, that they don't catch up to the 15 of Elijah. But I'm pretty sure they will. Gerald now has the 1 on him. The 1 trying to get another lap back. It'll only be 2 laps down. And it looks like he will not get clear yet. The 32 has to run off the high line. If the 1 nearly hits him. No battling in the top 10. The first 7. It's basically all 8th to 12th right now, all battling to be in the top 10. I wonder if Faron looks like he's starting to fall off, maybe. Trying to get that lap back, because we're going to watch the battle for 8th place right now between the 16 and 27. They fall back a little bit. Now we have Lingerfelt and Abney here battling for the 10th place position over Ritchison. 10th, 11th, and 12th all battling as they're also catching up to Jesse again here in the 16. Looks like Emerson and John still on pit lane. Both only getting 1 progression point here again today. Unless we have major wrecks happen. Gerald though about 1.1 over Ben, who looked like his brother was catching, but not anymore after you get around Sheldon. It's basically just battling back here from 8th to 12th, like I said. Lingerfelt on Jesse, trying to use that high line. Maybe get the run off the corner. And guess what? Malico and Elijah are not last just because of people wrecking. They're 20th, 29th today.
Oh, so Markel.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling about, you just call me sir?
Yes, sir.
Fucking weirdo.
I'm
But,
bored.
since, at least this is from, PlayStation games, but how you feeling about Doverton? Because, usually good.
I haven't practiced, so I don't know.
I'm just wondering, because,
I feel
you
like
still
I should be okay.
you have 2 iRacing wins in trucks, too, and you're usually good at Dover, so I figured I'd ask how you
I'm
feeling about
hoping
Dover.
just for a top 5. I don't think I'm gonna beat you guys, to be honest with you.
I don't know. I'm just doing what I normally do. Just do enough to, advance. McLuhan's going to have a penalty tonight, and...
Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Why did he get a penalty?
Because remember when he changed lanes and he disputed the penalty? He did change lanes, so they gave him the... Which I don't know whether they just didn't give him an EOL for the race. I don't know whether they're giving him a black flag for the next race. It should be just an EOL since he disputed the penalty of Vegas. I don't know why they're giving him a drive-through for this race. This is Dover, so he very well may, if there's not a caution quick, he very well may go 2 down with an EOL, so...
Gerald now is caught up to Elijah. As Faron now goes to his inside to get a lap back. Elijah just blocking the 32. This is actually allowing Ben now to catch up.
And,
Second.
Devin's just not that good. So I'm expecting to get ahead of Devin. Army Dad gets wrecked here at Dover. He's going to have to go win Daytona Road Course, so...
Over Schumacher.
Yeah, I was like, Army Dad is a wreck away from maybe not making the next round.
Now Gerald has to deal with the one who finally gets around him to get a lap back as Elijah goes one lap down. Ben gets around him. He's about 4 tenths back from Gerald. Malenko, next one to go lap down, but he's got like a couple seconds until he gets lapped. Can't even see him from the leader yet. We'll go back towards the rear of the top 10 again. Ritchison and Lingerfelt battling for 9th. We got about 4 cars battling for 12th place, 37, 27, 4, and 88. Abney, Jacob, Glennon, and causey there. Emerson and John battling for position from their damage that they both had for last. Ben about 2 seconds back from the 32 now, with that lap traffic in the way. As we got 10 to go this time for the stage. And we'll just watch these two for them the stage. About Sheldon and Mike, it doesn't look like. Well, actually, Mike might have a problem with Miz. Miz trying to get that final point for the stage here. As he goes, looks like he was going to go to the inside of the 20. 42 and Markel now catching up as they're all going to battle for 5th. As they're getting held up by Elijah right now in the 15 car. Mike though goes to the inside. Markel also does as Elijah blocks the 3 of Miz. The 42 looks to get the 1 point over the 20 car. Well, it looks like they're going to lose touch with the 20 car. As the 32 is now pulling away from the 21 again. But he still has the 1 of Faron in front of him that might hinder his pulling away of the 21 car from the 21 car. Malenko, if you max out on aggression, what do you want to put it in next? Okay, there. Elijah might make the top 10 battle more interesting again. Like 7th on 8th on backs there. So we only got about 4 laps to go on the stage. Faron starting to hold up the 32 again. His tires are probably starting to even out now. Emerson must have major damages. He's getting caught by the leader. You know, he's 20 laps down. But he sat in pit road there for a while trying to fix it. I think John's the same way. Emerson cannot get around the 11 of Malenko. 32 Gerald tried to get around the 1 of Faron, but couldn't do it. This is allowing the 21 of Ben to catch up now. They got 2 to go here in the stage. Still cannot get that move done on the 1 car. Trying to put him 2 laps down. Or 3 laps down, sorry. They're coming to the final lap of the stage here, stage 1. 1 to go. Sponsored by no one. Looks like Gerald is going to stay over the 21 of Ben as we go back to 5th. It is looking like it's going to be Mike here as he crosses the line. And when he does, the yellow will be out.
Caution,
there it is.
yellow flag.
Stage 1 is over. Mike gets the final point. Gerald, he gets 5. First stage win for him in a while. I don't think since like the first or second race for the 32 car. As we go back to the race leader now, who did not get around Faron. 3rd in stage 1 for Dan. Both Parke brothers having another good showing here today in 2nd and 3rd. That's helping Ben get up into the top 10 in points, as I think he's still 14th in points. As for people on the top 10 in points not having good days, John and Emerson 33rd, 34th. Emerson 8th in points. John was, I think, 3rd or 4th, so he's probably still going to be in it. As for Landen, 21st, he might be out. Adam looking to get in, he's 18th. The 37 Abney, who's in 13th. The 8 Lingerfelt still in 9th, so he's still top 10. Causey, who's in the last spot in 12th place right now. A lot of people looking in and out of that top 10 in points as we get to the last 10 races here, including this one, before the chase. So we have pit stops going on here this time. Now they come on the pit road. Let's see. Will Gerald's crew be able to keep him up in the first place? Will Ben or Dan be able to have great pit stops? Or will somebody back, later in the field be able to do something? That's still in the lead lap. Elijah will get his lap back. Only one to go a lap down here. Surprisingly. Also because it's not a short track. As we see if the 32 comes out first here still. Or will it be somebody else? Dan does have that first pit stall. That could be an advantage for him. (32) Looks like Ben. And Dan. The 16 of Jesse comes out 5th. Lingerfelt. Mike loses positions. The 3. 13. Markel lost a lot of positions. Sheldon, the 69, lost a lot. Ritchison lost a lot in the 2 car. That's all the lap cars are now going to pit. I think the top 3 stayed the same. And then back on after that, Jesse gained a lot from 8th now to 4th. Lingerfelt 10th to 5th. Good days for them. Lingerfelt now ahead of the 69 car. That's going to gain him some points if they can stay that way. Sheldon drops all the way down to 13th. Alright, next caution, or caution slash stage, whatever the hell you want to call it anymore, will be on lap, what's it called? Lap 100, and then 100, or probably like 105 to the end then, after that. As there should be double filing here, as we're on 1 to green here. We'll be going green on lap 55. So it should be 110 laps to the end on the final stage. And hopefully some pit stops there. Under green, if we don't have any yellows. Will Gerald be able to hold out the 21 of Ben, or will Dan, who started on pole, be able to get back up there? Lingerfelt's gained 17 positions here tonight. Dylan gained 14. It's a lot of positions gained and lost here today. Adam lost 17 in the 19 car. Should be a great restart here. Pit car pulls off. Entering the restart zone, and we're green here at Kansas again. Kansas night. It's going to be about 45 laps to the end of the stage now. Gerald gets out to a decent lead. Dan now dives down into second as he looks underneath the 32. Gerald here. Lingerfelt also got that bottom line going on the restart. A couple of them stuck on the high line here. Anybody gonna hit the wall that's gonna ruin their night again? We'll see. 3-4 wide doesn't always work here at Kansas. At least to the eyes. Lingerfelt now to the race lead. He hasn't won in a while. Finally lost the points lead 2 races ago. Still making some good finishes though, trying to keep him up in the top 10 in points. Miz now up into 4th, trying to stay up here. Causey 3 wide on the bottom. They're all back double file. Jacob now looking top 10. Causey 88 3 wide for 2nd place here. Markel also 3 wide with Dan. Ben now though looking to the race lead over Miz. Looks like he'll get there. Dan now stuck on the high side, almost 4 wide with the 16 car. Still 3 wide for about 6th, 7th. This track probably produces the best racing and restarts, but then when it gets single file, it gets pretty boring again. But the restarts are great here. Ben still holding on to the race lead over the 8 and 42 and Markel. Miz now looking up into that. Ben's stuck on the bottom, way bottom. Can't really get the run off. And Lingerfelt looks like he might be able to hold on to it in the A car. Sheldon though gets shoved to the high line again. He was back up there into 6th. Cutoff position right now for top 5 is Causey, as Mike's now back up into there. They're about 3 wide for the race lead here again. With the 3:21 and 8. Miz now in the middle. Ben's still stuck on the bottom. Still 3 wide for the race lead. Causey now possibly looking for the middle lane. Ben almost gets up into the 3 and Miz. Miz now getting that high line to work, and he's going to go back to the race lead here. And he does. He holds on to the race lead now. Ben to 2nd, Causey to 3rd. 4th is now between Markel and Dylan out of nowhere up into the top 5. Sheldon 6th, the 8 and 7th. Lingerfelt Causey into the wall from 2nd. Now he's going to fall back. third from Causey, now falling back. There's a 3 wide for about 5th place here. As the race lead looks like it's still between Ben and Miz. Ben, finally, it looks like he's going to get clear here in the 1 and 2 maybe. And he does. We're going to go back here a little bit. Let me go see if we can find that 88 who was stuck in the wall. There's a 3 wide back here for a lot. And yeah, Causey on the pit road with this damage. He's still got the 14 and 42 or 69 of Markel, Dillon, and Sheldon all battling. Pole sitter Dan falling back to about 12th position here at the moment. Got third in the last stage. Gerald, who won the stage, back down to 14th at the moment. Not having a good stage either. I think Mike, who is also in the top 5, 6th at the moment. I don't think anybody in the top 5 was there except for Ben and Sheldon. Miz having a great run in second. Dillon 2 and 3rd. These two have been up here every race. Lingerfelt back up into 7th. 8th now to 27 of Brian Glennon. Adam actually back up in the top 10, having a good run at the moment. 16 of Jesse in 10th. Dan and Gerald both trying to get back up there now. Lingerfelt, Markel all battling for 5th position here again. So we've got about 35 laps to go here in the stage. Ben pulling away. Miz starting to get reeled in by the 14 of Dylan Rash. Mike, starting to get reeled in by the 8 of Lingerfelt, but also has the high line on the 42 of Markel, who's trying to hold on to that 5th place, final point position of the stage. You missed the restart, Dan. That's what happened. For about 10 laps, or about 3-4 wide for about 10 laps. Causey hit the wall. Gerald fell back. You fell back. You both started 1 and 3. Adam got back up there. Sheldon got back up to 4th. Miz now 3rd. As Dillon moves up into 2nd place here. Ben still pulling away with his race lead. Will he be able to close out a race this week? 42 and Markel way low. He gets around the 8 of Lingerfelt. Adam now following him up into 7th place as Markel gets into 6th. As they're trying to chase down Mike for that final points position. Dan trying to fight his way back up into a top 5 position from 11th. As the 69 and 20 have now caught up to the 3 of Miz. Miz now falling back from being 2nd onto that restart. Will the 69 of Sheldon be able to get a run here down the straightaway? Make a move into 3 and 4. Looks like he's looking to the inside of the 3 and he does get there. Pushes Miz up the track. Will that allow the 20 of Mike now to get around him? Does not look like it at the moment. Three and Miz starting to fall back here. Faron hoping the 15 of Elijah doesn't go a lap this time, and a lap down this time so he can lap back and be only 1 down. John and Emerson just hope Causey stays in pit road. Malenko also just hopes more people, get wrecked out so he can gain points this week. Mike's still not able to get around the 3 of Miz. Sheldon, though, closing in on the 14 of Dylan Rash. If he gets around him, will he be able to chase down the 21 of Ben for the race lead? Well, back here, Dan trying to get back into the top 10 still. Gerald also in 32 trying to, as he tries to get up in the 12th around Tyler Riggs in the 6th car. Mike still not able to get around that 3 Miz. He's going to try again here on the front straightaway. Can't get there though. Probably will dive it down to the inside here in 1 and 2 again. Gets there, pushes Miz up high. Mike gets up in the 4th. Miz now holding on to that final points position for the top 5. But he gets around out the corner. He's going to go at the 20 on Mike again. This is going to allow the 42 of Markel to get up here. Sheldon loses the 14 a little bit. Miz now down to the inside of Mike, coming off of 4. They're going to be side by side at the line. Mike still holds on to 4th. As they got about 15 laps left in the stage. Or 25 laps left in the stage, sorry. They're still battling for this 4th place position. 20 trying to get that run off the high line. Lingerfelt now in the 42 of Markel for 6th place. The 4th place battle starting to heat up. 42 blocks. As they're still side by side for this 4th position. 20 not able to get the pass done. The 3 finally gets back around him. Dan falled back. It looks like the 32 got around him. Maybe Dan hit the wall in the restart. And they're all battling for that 10th position at the moment. The top 9 are kind of pulling away now. The 27 Brian Glennon trying to hold off the 9 of Dan. The 32 of Gerald, who finished both in the top 5 at the last stage, but are now back here. Gerald now to the inside of the 9. It's going to hold both of them up from getting the 27. Gerald still now inside of the 9 of Dan in a 1 and 2. They nearly touched there. Dan trying to make that high line work. The car does not feel as good as it did stage 1 for him. Same with the 32 of Gerald. They're still side by side for this 10th position. 11th position, sorry. What about up here? No, Ben's still pulling away over Dylan, over Sheldon, over Miz, who's still holding on to the 20, who's trying to hold off 5th place for Markel and Lingerfelt. Adam now looking up into 8th place over Jesse. As Dan now gets to the inside of the 27 or Glennon. Dan back into the top 10. As it looks like Gerald's going to try to follow suit here in the 32. Or the 27 is going to get the run back in the 9 car and go to the inside. He tried but couldn't get it done. Looks like the 42 of Markel might be on Mike, but not quite there yet. Adam looking to the inside of Jesse here for 8th place again. Now down to the inside of 3 and 4. Can't stick it. Jesse gets the run off the high line. Adam has to fall back in suit. Fall back in line. Looks like Gerald still can't get around that guy. Adam now choosing to take the high line to see if he can get the run off to get around the 16 car of Jesse. Looks like it is starting to work. Gets the run in the corner now. Will he be able to get it off here around the 16? And Adam's now going to be up into 8th place here as Gerald also goes around the high line to get around the 27 of Brian Glennon. As these two are battling to get into the top 10 in points. Brian, the first one out. Gerald like 3 places out. Nothing at the front right now. Looks like Smith now trying to get around the 27 and Brian Glennon. Looks like Markel might be there on Mike now here for the 5th position as he's trying to get that final stage point. But he has to use the high line. He does go higher than 20. Can't quite get there. As they are closing in on Miz again. And Ben has just checked out of this race about 2.4 seconds ahead of the 14. Still got at least one more restart. As the 19 of Adam got passed by the 16 again. Adam has to run down the back straightaway as he tries to go to the high line again. Dan catching up to them. Markel did get around the 20 and Mike for the 5th position. This is going to be your battle. 15 laps to go on the stage. Will the 42 be able to get the 3 and Miz? And when that happens, will the 20 be able to finally get around the 3? Dan, though, also looking at Adam and Jesse as he, after he got around that 27 car, is now caught up to them. Pole Sitter lost 9 spots this race so far. Quite surprised the 14 and 3 are still 2nd and 4th. Dan does get around Adam inside the 3 and 4 here. Adam has to run on the high line. Dan holds him off as Dan now tries to get to the 16 of Jesse. Looks like he might go to the inside here in 3 and 4. Doesn't try it. Lays back a little bit, just tries to get a run here off of 3 or 4. See, he's trying to make his way with these last 12 laps of the stage up into that top 5 position. But he has to make quick work of the 16 if he wants to have a chance at it. Adam, though, looks like he's going to make the run on the 9 of Dan. But maybe that's going to help Dan try the high line. No, it doesn't. That shoves him way too high. Mike's still there with the 42 of Markel. Lingerfelt still lingering in the back. As it looks like Dan now trying to get underneath Adam. Adam, though, might have to run on the high line on the 16 car. As Gerald's now catching up to this pack. Markel, though, looks like he is trying to catch up to Miz, get 2 points in the stage. As Ben, checking out, looks like he did lap Elijah and Faron again, actually. Faron now 4 laps down. Or maybe Faron pit, because Faron passing the 21 had been. And now he's back to 3 laps down. Weird. Looks like Adam fell back behind Dan as he's trying to hold on to that 10th position over the 32-year-old here. Dan looking around the 16 again. Markel, though, up on Miz here for the top 5. Trying to get up into 4th place now. Pushes the 3 to the high line. They're now side by side here with 9 laps to go on the stage. Markel and Miz side by side for 4th position. Will this allow the 20 to be able to take that 4th place position from the 3? Or the 5th place position from the 3, sorry. It's getting held. Dylan now getting held up by Elijah. This is going to allow Sheldon to go for 2nd place here. This might cause big controversy for the top 5 in stage points here. This might stack everybody up as they now go 3 wide, and it looks like it puts Dylan up into the wall a little bit. Markel and Miz now go around him. Markel to the inside of Elijah. Markel now up into 3rd. Miz now going to be back up in the 4th as Dylan gets shoved to 5th because of the 15 car. Dylan, though, gets the run on the 3 and Miz. Mike, though, goes to the high line after getting around the 15 car. Mike trying to get back up to the top 5 of the points. Stage points, I should say. Mike now there. Mike now to the inside of Miz. Mike up into top 5 for the stage points at the moment as they're side by side for 5th. Dylan might be able to start pulling away again here. Depends on how much that damage, if he did hit the wall, is going to affect him or not. Looks like Mike's clear of the 3. Will Miz be able to make a run back onto the 20 car? Looks like he will try to the inside here in the 1 and 2. And nearly touch. Miz is going to have to fall back in line. This allowing the 8 of Lingerfelt to catch up to these 2. Got 3 to go here in the stage. Looks like Mike might be able to hold on to it. Alanka just trying to hold on for 3 more laps, not to go lap down. That'll allow Elijah back in the lead lap. Will 3 and Miz be able to, give a fight at all for this final position in the top 5 anymore? Final lap of the stage here. Ben gonna win by like 3.5 seconds, maybe even more, 3.7 over the 69 of Sheldon now. 2 is now over. I don't fucking know.
The yellow flag is out.
Mike gets it over Miz. Your stage 2 winner, Ben, in the 21, did get Malenko though. Or maybe he didn't. Alright, well, Ben will hold out here from his pit stop. Will he be able to hold on to the race lead here? Ben comes out first. Looks like Markel's gonna get second. Third's gonna be Dylan. Fourth, Mike. Fifth, Sheldon. Sixth, the 16 of Jesse. Seventh, Miz. Eighth, Tyler Riggs. Ninth, Smith. 10th looks like to be Lingerfelt. 11th, Adam. And 32 lost positions again. Where's the 9? Dan lost a lot of positions after getting back up to 6th. It's been an intriguing race nonetheless. It's going to be 110 laps to go here probably. Or 105, sorry. Or something like that. Yeah, 110. Okay. Here, show 'em sweet tarts. We should be double finaling up here this time by. We'll get back racing here for the final stage. Alright, Ben starting first here, Markel second, third. Dylan fourth, Mike sixth, Sheldon. Fifth, Sheldon, sixth, Miz, seventh, Jesse, eighth. Tyler Riggs, ninth is Devin Smith, and 10th Second place in points, Lingerfelt. Let's see how this final stage goes here. Will anybody else get damaged, or will it be a clean restart this time? As we got like the final 100 laps of racing here to go.
Green, green, green.
We are back green here. Ben,
What are you showing me?
I just shared the race if you wanted to see. I thought I had it going before because I meant to put that in. Dylan, though, gets down to the inside of Ben here for the race lead. Sheldon pushing him. Jesse also has the bottom line here. His bottom, you know, is superior.
Oh, this is the most clean air Dylan's probably ever seen in a while.
Sheldon, though, looks like he's going to get to the bottom with Jesse on his bumper, possibly. They're 3 wide back here for 5th with Ben, who started first. Now
That was
falling
just
back
a
to 10th.
straightaway, and he's probably already doubled his leading total, Dylan,
And Dylan lost the lead already.
for the year.
Jesse now, first time I think leading the season in the 16 car. With Smith now out of nowhere coming up into 5th.
Yo, whoever picked Justin Haley should just kill himself. Why would you do that to yourself?
The 3 wide for 2nd here between Devin, Dylan, and Sheldon. Markel
Who
and Mike
actually
also
did
there.
that?
Jesse.
Who? He should end it. Call it quits.
Devin Smith now up in the 2nd in the 95. Is Dylan trying to hold on to 3rd over Markel in the 42. Mike in the 20. Adam now back up into, I think it looks like 6th in the 19. Looks like 7th now. Sheldon goes way high. Mike almost hits the 42.
If you think Justin Haley's a good thing, it's about time you just... There's no saving you. There's no up. Just like Justin Haley's future, but...
Dylan trying to get back to the race lead here. As the 32 are Gerald now having a better stint. And we still got a lot to go in this restart.
Yo, that 69 is flying backwards.
And Sheldon keeps falling back. Ben, who started first on this restart, now back in the 9th, also in the 21 car. Won that last stage. He's trying to work his way back through the field. Dan, who finished 6th in the last stage, ended up starting like 18th up to 13th now. Apparently Elijah on pit road.
Someone just quit. That's a many things thing to probably rage quit. He probably rear-ended someone.
11. Malenko up in the 21st right now. Ahead of a couple people on the lead lap today. As for causey, hit the wall in the 88.
With all my aggression, have I
32nd.
turned someone yet?
Nope.
Sad.
Causey in the 88 is 32nd. About 13 laps down. Emerson in the 51. Getting involved in that incident with the 18 of Jon, as they're both back here 19 and 20 laps down in the 51 and 18. As we go back to the race lead, apparently Markel's now leading over Gerald. Dylan now falling back to 3rd with Mike 5th. That 16 went from 1st to 6th here. Or 1st to 5th, sorry. Adam now up to 6th. Lingerfelt 7th. 69 Sheldon 8th. Dan back up into 9th finally after starting on pole today. Ben down to 10th. After starting first in that restart. I guess first is not where you want to start here. Gerald now looking to the inside of the 42 to get to the race lead here. As Dylan's now also back to 3rd. Jesse's still getting hounded by the 69 of Sheldon, 8 and 19 of Adam and Lingerfelt. Looks like the 42 is starting to pull away now. Sheldon now down to the inside of the 16 of Jesse. Shafts him to the high line. There we go. Dylan now looking down to the inside of the 32 of Gerald. Gets clear for second place. Mike now looking to do the same thing over the 32. Sheldon still cannot get that pass done on the 16. Never mind, looks like he will here. Unless the 16 gets the win off the high line. Adam now looking to take advantage of it too. After he drifted up way high there in that last turn. Ben now back up into this pack. In the 21 battling his brother in the 9. Lingerfelt now, he gets underneath that 19 of Adam here. As Mike now battles the 32 of Gerald for fourth place, sorry. That's third place, okay. Gerald now falling back. Sheldon the next one to get around him. This is just a big cluster behind the 16 car now as the 21 of Ben. Then we go to the inside of the 16 as they're 3 wide back here for about 10th place. Dan just stuck on the bottom, cannot do a damn thing down there. And this stacks up everybody back here. Ben gets clear up in the 6th. Adam now down to the inside of the 16, trying to make the move again. 42 starting to pull away again. Adam does get clear at the 16 to Jesse. Jesse right back in the rear bumper of him. Now it's starting to get to that single file part of the race, which is going to be pretty fucking boring. So it looked like it was stuttering for there for a while in the stream. Oh, it looks like that's just what it does when I switch cars. Gerald now trying to get back up into third place over the 20 car of Mike. But couldn't do anything there. Dylan not really losing the 42 Markel. Ben though caught up to the 69 of Sheldon, trying to get around for 5th place here. Ben got around. Sheldon trying to get back around now. This looks like Gerald and Mike are also battling here for third. Mike holds on to that position. For now. .32 goes high, takes the high line, is going to get the run off the corner here probably. Alright, we're going to stop the Discord share. We got 110 frames, so it seems like it should be okay. Gerald still trying to use that high line to get around the 20 and Mike here. Does not get it done. This allows the 21 and Ben to catch up to him for 5th place. You're for 4th place now. In the 32. He lost the position. I'm just going to put it in the most exciting here for a little bit and go do some. Doesn't look like much has changed position-wise other than Lingerfelt as actually 8th, Dan back up to 7th. And other than that, nothing else really. Looks like the top 6 have all stayed really the same. Even though it's actually a pretty close battle here between 2nd to 5th. Markel pulls away a little bit, about 2.5 seconds ahead. Oh, Malik, are you there? Mal. Nope. Looks like Lingerfelt and Dan battling here for 7th position. Lingerfelt now trying to get around 9 to Dan. Ben, though, did get around Gerald here just a little bit ago. Might be trying to have redemption, get back up to the race win if he can get around the next 2 cars. Elijah refresh tires is actually just breezing by everyone basically. He may still finish last as he's 10 laps down. Ben, though, closing in a Mike here for third place. Looks like he's going to go down to the inside or put the bumper to the 20 maybe. Got close to that back bumper. They're all about 4.2 seconds back from the 42 car now. Which just drove away out of nowhere. I think they're all just stuck behind Elijah now. He had fresh tires, got in front of the 14, but now he can't pull away. This is allowing everybody from second on back to stack up, and allowing Markel now 5.5 away. Gerald got put 3 wide there and lost the positions. Looks like Ben now up in second. He's going to have to clear track. Will he be able to track down that 42 car? 15 Elijah making this hard for everyone. Dan now up here. With Gerald, Sheldon, Lingerfelt, and 3 of Miz. They're all battling each other now as we're getting possibly closer to pit stops here. We're getting close to this being the longest green flag run they've all had today. Apparently the 42 has the best long run at the moment. A 3 wide back here between Miz. Sheldon just passed a bunch of them. As they're all trying to get around the 15 of Elijah here. They're going to split the 15-3 wide here as Miz almost hits him. Ben caught 3 seconds on the 42 there as he has clear track. They couldn't get around that 15 of Elijah yet. All having problems around the guy that has a little bit fresher tires than all of them. Gerald, Lingerfelt, Miz, Jesse. Now Tyler Riggs coming up here to battle with him. As Dan, you know, he got his way back up in the 5th. Ben is closing the gap on the 42. we'll go back up here and just watch the interval for a little bit on the 21 to that 42 car. Malenko, he just goes right around the high line on him. Max, the next one to go a lap down. Maybe Malenko pit. So he's battling the 21 quite a bit here. He's 2 laps down. So yeah, I think the 11 car Malenko pit there. Maybe it's time for pit stops. Oh, the 42 did pit. Markel is already pit. Now we wait to see what happens with Ben. Will he follow suit here? Or is he just going to take it out longer and try making it to the end of the race? Mike, though, is still about 7/10 from him. Markel, though, is going to have a huge lead because he's going to have the advantage on the fresh tires in the beginning. But he will have to deal with everybody else if a yellow doesn't come out. Because you never know, guys with newer tires. It looks like they're pitting here. For how low they entered the turn there. Yeah, he's right in the white line too. Here comes Ben for his pit stop. Ben, Mike, Dan, both Parke brothers come in at the same time. Sheldon stays out, Lingerfelt stays out, Riggs, Smith stay out. We're going to see where Ben comes out in comparison to that 42. As we go find the leader. Sheldon. Looks like he is coming in this time. Lingerfelt coming in. They're all coming in. And the 27. So now we go back to the 42. There's the 42 car of Markel. He had the freshest tires first, but looks like Ben should have a clear track. Depending on where he is, all he has is Elijah between them. And technically, he's got fresher tires now. But a lot more time to gain. They may or may not have to make one more pit stop around 200. Or 205. Markel leads by about 13 seconds over the 21 of Ben Parke here. About 8 seconds, sorry. Over Ben, who has to deal with Andrew St. Cor. He's actually got quite a bit of people in between them. And actually, he's stuck behind Elijah now. This is going to allow Dylan to catch up to him. As he finally gets to the inside, as Dylan gets up in the second. Ben still cannot get around the goddamn 15 car. Finally does. watch these two, see if they catch the leader at all here. They do. They're about 2 tenths faster than him that time. Ben was actually faster than both of them. But they have all these lap cars still in front of them that they gotta get around. Ben finally gets around Dillon again. He's back up in a second now. They caught about a second on the race leader. They're all going about 2 tenths faster. That time they were about a whole second faster than the 42. 21 Ben now has to lap to 22. Logan. As he gets blocked though, so he's going to lose time here now to the race leader. Maybe not. They're all still catching the 42. Who just got around. Maybe not. He doesn't really have anybody around him. Ben's got all these guys to get around. Ben goes to the inside of the 22, gets clear. About 5.9 behind the 42 Markel now. About 5 tenths faster they are than the 42 still. Or at least Ben is. Dillon about 1 tenth faster. About 4 tenths faster there for the 21. Five seconds now to race leader. Markel for the 21 to Ben. He's about 3 tenths faster there. But now he's got lap traffic. But goes to the high line. Might get the run off. To get around the 00 of Larry. Gets held up though majorly. About 2 tenths slower there because of lap traffic. Gets to the high side of the 00. Larry nearly hits 21 of Ben. Ben finally gets clear of him. Markel's gonna have to deal with Malenko as Kyle's right behind him, hindering him. Ben now caught up to 12 Andrew St. Cor. He is going to look to the inside here, I think, in the 3 and 4, or maybe not. He was faster than the 42 again that last time by, but he needs to get around this 12 fast. And the 96 MX. About a 10 slower that last time by. Markel now gets around. He's in heavy lap traffic of the 18, 11, and 15. Ben needs to take the advantage to get around the 12 now. Finally goes to the bottom of the 12 car. Gains a lot of time there in the 42. About 2 tenths faster again. But now he's got to get around the 96 and Max. Goes to the high line. Looks like he will get the run off here to get around him. We'll have clear track for a little bit. But now he's got the 11, 15, 24, and 18 to get around before he has a chance at the 42 now. Will there be any more pit stops today? I'm not sure. We gotta see if the 21 will catch up or not. Adam, though, has gotten up in the 3rd with all the stuff going on. Mike now down to 5th. Is Gerald up to 4th. Dylan trying to battle here for that 5th place position. Sheldon in 7th. Lingerfelt 8th. 9th is Miz. Dan 10th. And Ritchison 11th. We go back to Ben here for a little bit. Yeah, about 4.8. He was about 3 tenths faster than the 42 that time by. Was he just watch the battle here for a little bit for 5th place. I don't think we're going to have another pit stop in this race, but we may or may not have one more. I feel like around like lap 200 possibly. Ben caught another like 5 tenths there. I feel like he's going to start hitting that huge lap traffic that he had in front of him. The 42 got the 18, 24, 11, and the 15 now that he's behind. Should just go right to the inside of the 15 here. But he can't do it yet. About 2/10 slower that time by. Equal with the 19 of Adam. .42 will have a couple more lap cars coming. But between him and the 21. You still had this huge battle for 4th place. Ben still has not gotten around Elijah. He's lost about 2 more seconds, so now Adam's catching up to him. Elijah should be the easiest person to get around, but he cannot do it. Up here we go. They've all caught up to the 15 of Elijah and Ben now. This is just going to stack everybody up. Max now going to push Ben possibly up to the high line. Because none of them are going to pass Ben here now. And it is going to end up going 3 wide when they try to pass the 15 car. Lap cars, lead lap cars, just a big traffic jam here now as they're going to go 4 wide with Adam, Elijah, Dylan. Elijah almost squeezed up into the front of the 19 there. Ben finally gets clear. Mike now back up in the 3rd. Adam gets shoved back to like 5th. They still got these 2 lap cars to get around the 12 and 96 and Max and Andrew St. Car. Ben now has to get around Malenko. I don't think they'll hit the pit again, but who knows? Ben was 3/10 faster again that time. If he has the clean air, he can get there, but with this lap traffic, he can't do shit. So gets up to Malenko, goes to the inside. Not quite there yet. Mike did get clear of them. Now Gerald back up into the 4th position with Adams 5th. Dylan falls out the top 5 as Lingerfelt, Miz, and Sheldon now battling all for that 7th position. Lingerfelt just trying to get in front of the 69 to get back some points. Ben's gonna get the run here again, but he doesn't make the move. Malenko just being a pain in the ass to pass at the moment with the aggression. Mike though now to the outside of Ben here for 2nd place. Now they're gonna push the 11 3 wide maybe. 21 does not make that move though, and he stays behind the 11. 11 of Mal nearly hits the 20 of Mike. Ben finally tries the outside on the 11, but he still gets blocked. Mike now has the clean air. Will he be able to do anything to the 42? Ben might now lose another position to Adam. Adam now caught up to him, with Malco blocking him. Adam gives that little bit of air draft to the 21 of Ben. Now he's stuck behind the 11 of Malenko. Ben gets clear of Mal. Mal now on the outside. It looks like Adam is going to get clear of him easily. It looks like Lingerfelt has gotten around the 69 of Sheldon. That 69 has fallen back behind Miz as Lingerfelt's looking for more on the 32 of Gerald now, as they're all dealing with Andrew St. Cyr again. Is now coming to 16 to go. Miz, Lingerfelt, Gerald still battling. Ben and Adam now maybe trying to work together, get out there and catch that 42. Mike also trying to catch back up as he's about 5/10 faster than the 42. Got 3 lap cars between them. And Markel's got a huge group in front of him. Well, they at the pit before the end of this. They got 15 laps to go. This may or may not be a field mileage race. 42 did pit first. Does he have enough gas? Two tenths faster there than the 42 for the 20 car. These guys are running all about the same lap times. The same lap time as the 42 that time by. About a tenth faster for the 20. Now they got to pass the 24 Kyle here. She still stays out on track. Well, either of these three try to undercut the 42 if they hit the pit. About the same lap times now as Markel for Ben. As for Mike, he got around the 24 easily. About the same lap times though as the 42, not really catching anymore. We got 10 to go for the 42 here. It was about a tenth slower than the 20 car that time. About 6.7 back to the 20 car. Now he is catching, but only 5 laps to go for the 42. Sheldon now falling back to 10th place. Looks like they are going to be able to make it on fuel now. Markel though now catches up to 17 of Elijah. Or Cullen, sorry, not Elijah. Same thing though. Two to go for the 42. That's 6.3 seconds ahead of second place. On the final lap here, Markel looks like he's going to come around to win, I think, his first or second race of the year. Fucking hiccups. Looks like Mike's going to hit second, third for Ben, fourth for Adam, fifth for Dylan, sixth for Gerald, seventh for Lingerfelt, 8th for Dan, 9th for Miz, 10th for Sheldon today. So it looks like Lingerfelt may have gained points on him. Richardson 11th, Smith 12th, 13th for Szala, 14th for Zimmerman, and 15th for Jesse, who was top 10 for a lot of the race but could not get that done here today. as for your results, here they are. Markel led 102 out of the 215. Mike led 0, even though he finished second. Ben led 48. Gerald led 49. Lingerfelt led 2. Dan led 1. Miz led 2. Sheldon led 4. Jesse led 2. Fastest lap of the race, I think. It looks like Ben at the moment. The 5. 28.5. Brian Glennon had one, but the other one was still faster. 5.64 for Luis, still slower. Riggs, or no, Jesse led 2. Emerson, who finished last, ended up getting 3 laps led also today. And for the next race, we will see guys at, I think it was Daytona Road. Yes sir, Daytona Road course, IMSA track. We'll see you guys then.